Our next guest is the executive chef of not one, not two, but 3 restaurants. And when he's not cooking up delicious dishes, he's writing about Italian cuisine.
And here with some of those yummy signature dishes and his new book, Downtown Italian, is Chef Gabe Thompson. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for
It's an
fitting
honor.
us in.
Oh, of course, of course, of course.
Well, let's talk about your 3 restaurants. Tell us the 3 restaurants.
Great. So I'm the chef of a Del Animo restaurant, L'Artusi.
Yes.
We actually have a wine bar as well called Anfora.
Okay.
And then on the east side, I have a restaurant called L'Apiccio.
So first question, when do you find time to sleep?
Oh yeah, I don't sleep anymore. No more
You're like,
sleeping,
oh yeah,
And I
that
have 2
thing
kids,
called
so
sleep.
there's definitely no sleeping.
So you're, and your dad, oh wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The best thing. That's the best part, actually.
All right, so how did you get into the culinary world? When were you first bitten by the food bug?
I was about 20 years old, and so I've been doing this about 21 years. Wow. It just kind of fell into it. You know, I started working in restaurants, and it was something I felt really passionate about, and something I was good at, and I didn't have to go to school. I'm not a good student.
Okay.
So.
And now the differences between your restaurants. I mean, what are the distinctions in the cuisine?
Mostly the cuisine is pretty much, it's similar. The flavors are similar.
Okay.
It's the environments of those restaurants that are different. You know,
Gotcha.
Del Animo is a small, tight little restaurant, kind of smoky, very New York.
Okay.
Very good place to go if you're, you know, if you're a West Village type person, if you're like just a New Yorky type person, you like little spaces. L'Artusi is a little bit bigger.
Yes.
It's a great place to take your mom. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's got a really good, but it's also a cool spot and cozy, and we're, you know, it's like a warm hug when you walk into L'Artusi. And L'Apiccio is kind of big,
Yes.
so it's a great place to take your entire family if they're in town.
Large
for the holidays.
parties.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got small, medium, and large.
Exactly.
All
Something
right.
For
Exactly.
everyone. So now
Exactly.
here you've got something that we will see, smell, and eat in your
Absolutely.
restaurant?
So these are both from our book, our Downtown Italian. I wrote that with my wife, Catherine, who's a pastry chef.
Yes.
And our business partner, Joe Campanelli, who is our beverage director. So we have a cocktail chapter, some obviously savory chapters, and a really good dessert chapter as well.
Over 100 recipes in this.
Over 100 recipes. Everything, all the savory courses are paired with wine. So it's kind of an all-in-one type of cookbook. You know
Oh, and
what I
real
mean?
quick.
Yeah.
Really quickly, so your wife is a pastry
Yes.
chef.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
a chef.
Yes.
How does that work? And who
It's
cooks at
great.
home?
We both cook at home. We
Okay.
share. My wife can cook anything as well.
Awesome.
She's the most talented person I've ever met. So she's a pastry chef, but she started off as a regular savory chef. So
Okay.
she can do anything. So we kind of fight over cooking at
Real
home.
quick, Downtown Italian.
Downtown
Is
Italian.
there such thing as Uptown Italian? And does,
Well, so for
is
us-
downtown better than uptown?
Well, think about how you feel about if you live in New York. Uptown is a little bit stiff. It's a little bit uptight, and downtown feels a little bit more relaxed, a little cool. You know, that's where all the jazz clubs are. They're all downtown. You know, so that's what we think of as downtown Italian. It's kind of a more relaxed. It's a more relaxed situation. You know, it's warm. It's welcoming. That's what we are all about.
Well, show us
All right.
something. Can we
So-
taste
Yes.
something?
Yes, absolutely. You can taste it. Let's go. This head needs a little cheese on top. So this is roasted delicata squash. There's sage. There's honey. This is part of our contorni chapter. So this is great for holidays. If you're, you know, we just had Thanksgiving. This would be a great thing with turkey, but it's also great for Christmas.
Finger food?
You can eat it with a finger. Here's a couple of spoons for you guys.
Okay.
I'm fanatical about salads. So this is our Tuscan kale salad with a roasted pear vinaigrette. We've got. Let me finish this off with a little pecorino cheese.
Oh my God, this is delicious.
This is heavenly.
I've got roasted fennel, fresh apples, so nice fresh crisp apples, toasted walnuts, and then the sweet roasted pear vinaigrette. So try that as well.
I'm going to try this as well while we keep talking here.
Anyway, so like I said, I'm obsessed with salads, obsessed with sides. I love vegetables. These are all both great right now this time of year.
Good.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Oh my
Oh my God, that's
Wonderful.
good.
Now this works with the other squash as well. So when the squash goes in and out of season, you can sub out whatever squash you want to in the recipe. They
I
all
was
pretty
going to
much
say,
work.
what do you do? Because squash is seasonal.
The squash is very seasonal, so you know right now delicata squash is about to be done, if it's not already done with some farmers. So it'll work well with butternut squash. It'll work well with pumpkin. Acorn squash is great.
Yes.
All those squash will work well in that recipe.
Now, what is your favorite dish to make? What's your signature dish?
I love, and we have a big section here on pasta, and I love fresh pasta, and we kind of demystify fresh pasta, and it's super easy to make.
Is it really?
It's
It looks
very easy.
difficult.
It's embarrassingly easy to make.
Really?
So, yes, absolutely. And so
Okay.
we have some nice fresh pasta recipes in there that, and some sauces to go along with it, but also suggestions on where you can switch them out.
We read that as a child you selected vegetables from your grandfather's garden.
Absolutely,
Is that
yeah.
when you were just sort of originally kind of into this thought
into
that
food
you
and
wanted
into
to be
cooking.
a chef?
It kind of developed my early taste buds. My grandfather, this is in Texas, my grandfather would use this wild chili that grew outside of his house called a chili patina, really tiny little thing. Very spicy.
Yeah.
So my palate is very, at this point, I have to tone my spice down in all my food because it's too much for most people.
You had a sophisticated palate at a very young age.
Spice. I don't know if it's overly spicy, sophisticated, but yeah, he would make his own pickles and he made his own spice shake mix type, seasonal
It's a little
type
more
thing.
than a Happy Meal, I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was lucky.
Oh, so what's next? An extra large restaurant?
No, I kind of like, I think right now I'd like to branch out from Italian a little bit because we have 3 Italian restaurants. I would like to branch out and maybe do something Tex-Mex would be my dream. That would be my dream. That's my dream.
So you can bring Grandpa's spices into the mix.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, when you get to
Please come
Tex-Mex
back and
land,
let us
come back
know,
here.
and
I would love to.
And bring chili.
I'd love to.
Bring chili.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.
Yum.